Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn from Tranquil Mentor and welcome to our channel. Today we will be making a faux or fake gumdrops with earplugs from Temu. We wanted to find a way to make gumdrops without resin and without clay. So we found these on Temu and we thought we would give them a try. And I have some cardboard that was laying around and these are too tall. I want to make them smaller. So what I'm doing is I'm going to about 3/4 of an inch and I'm making a little template so that I can take this little piece of paper and use it as a guide for measurement. Now it totally doesn't work. It's kind of hard to get it to go to an actual measurement, so I did end up later on going down to about 1/2 of an inch, and then after all was done, I did end up tweaking a lot too on the height of these. I started out at about 3/4 of an inch and then I ended up at about 1/2 an inch, and then later on I end up even trimming more off at the end. And the scissors worked out just fine for this. I did try other ways with foam cutters and things like that, but the scissors still did okay. Now the one drawback of here is that some of these in the pack are different hardness. They have different hardness. I guess that's the best way to say it. But you could see that they expanded back out, but when you first work with them, they crush in because they're fitting into your ears. So I had to wait until they all puffed back out again. And it took a little bit. And then I took them out to the workshop and I used some primer and I got a base coat on here. Of course, they're very porous. So that was a little rough there, but I tried. If anything, I think this took color off of it and made it a little bit easier. White probably would have been a good idea. What I have here is the colors of paint that I'm going to work with, and I've got some orange, lavender, and red, and I do end up using this turquoise all-purpose and the yellow acrylology from Dollar Tree, and then the lime green from Dollar Tree also. Those are assortment of colors. So because everything was porous, and I did try with the orange and it wasn't going very well with a couple of coats, so I decided to use some Mod Podge and cover everything up. And I also didn't realize too that I probably could have just kept some of those orange, the natural orange, and I didn't do that. So I learned that, and then this paint covered very well. A lot of the other paints didn't cover very well. I think I probably could have gotten away with maybe even 1 coat of this, but I did do 2, and it's that lavender apple barrel. Now here with these two, I could not get coverage with that orange or yellow, so I went out to the workshop again. I got the rustic orange, and I think this is summer squash, and the ultra cover paint worked very well. You don't have to do that, of course. It's just preference of if you want to use the acrylic paints, it might be easier too. And this worked very well, this Craftsmart multi-surface premium satin acrylic paint. It worked very well. So there was just a series of colors that I tried that worked. Some worked and some didn't. And the apple barrel was very good too. And I'm showing you this again. This is that lavender, and it is the apple barrel, and that was very, very good. And then this worked well as also the Liquitex Glossies acrylic enamel, and that I bought a long time ago. I'm not really sure where I got it. It's a little pricey, but it lasts forever and ever. I mean, this is old. I've had that a long time, but the coverage was amazing. It does make them a little bit glossy, but that was fine. And that paint does come in handy for a lot of other crafts and miniatures. And then here we're going to use some outdoor, indoor, Apple Barrel Gloss and combine it with some Craft Smart. That I believe that's a lime green color. I wanted a certain green color and I mixed those two together. And then here I've taken all of them off of the tape, the masking tape, and then I've got my Mod Podge again. So I'm going to be coating them. And here's a little series that I set up in here. I wanted it deep because I'm going to sugar them. So I took my masking tape and I doubled it over, and this is a second little setup that I have for them to work with them. I'm just going to get all of these lined up in here, and I'm going to take my Mod Podge and just coat each one of these. I had to work very fast because I didn't want the Mod Podge to dry. So I did actually, even after I got finished, I ended up going back over some of the other ones in the very beginning because I just wasn't fast enough with it. So I just went as fast as I could, and I did get like a heavier amount. And then here is the sand from Dollar Tree, and that's just their sand that they have usually in the craft section. I think it's floral too. And also we're just going to sprinkle all on here. And this pan is so nice and deep. It was really helpful, and I was able to get a lot of the sand back out. And then what I'm doing is touching little areas up that didn't take, and then I'm going to get everything. I'm going to go back in with that bag again and just hit some of those spots that just didn't take with the little fake sugar or sand. And then I'm just showing you again how I went through and just touched everything up and then put more sand over them, and then that got them coated very well, and I think they look so realistic, and I was very happy with the way that they came out. It wasn't the easiest road to go down, but it worked. And this is going to be my little ice pond on my village. And I had a mirror from Dollar Tree. I broke it out of its frame, and then I had that leftover piece that I had cut out on my laser. So I glued those together, and I did some of the spackle, the lightweight spackle, and I put that on with the piping bag. And then I'm just taking some of these little gumdrops that I made and just sporadically putting them around. And I really like the way that looks. It gives it some color, and the village will have more texture and it'll have more candy. And then to put down on the bottom of the village for the snow, I got this from, I believe it was from Amazon. I'll link it down below. I'll find the link. And then this came vacuumed like this. I've never seen that. Things have been coming like that lately. I just had to open it up, get it all spread out. It worked out very nicely. It was a little different than what I thought, but it was actually better because it didn't have all little fragments all over it. It's kind of has a little bit of a liner to it. And here we have it. This is with the lights on. And I'm just loving this. I'm just thrilled with the way that it came out. And that bakery and the other two houses are in previous videos, and I'll link those below. The bakery they're all my favorite, but the bakery is one of my favorite. And there's a little car with it's a cupcake car, and it's just a Hot Wheels car. And then those are some mints that I had, peppermints. And then you'll see I lined my path up with the gumdrops. And just, again, I'm so thrilled with the way they came out. They were something to work with, but I think once you get what you call a system down, once you get a system down, it all works out, and they're way more affordable than maybe casting them in resin or purchasing them. You only get a few, so I was very happy with that. And this Christmas house is in another video, and I will link that below. It's a gingerbread house, Christmas gingerbread house. And then I put some gumdrops there. That little train is from Temu. And then this is also in a different video. This is my Valentine's house that I had put together from 2 Dollar Tree dollhouses. And then back behind there is a picture from Temu. And I thought it would give some depth to my village and make it look more festive and like it was snowing. And then I have some colored lights that I got from Dollar Tree. They're just the battery operated multicolor fairy lights. And then here is our pond, iced over, or ice rink actually, and I put two gingerbread, a gingerbread couple there, and you could see that I put ice skates on them. So they're ice skating on the pond. And then I added some extra little candies that I had made last year to just give it more color and just more depth, more texture. And then I have Believe. The word Believe is from Dollar Tree, very early in the season. And that tree that's behind the train, that's Dollar Tree from years back. They usually have those every year. And the trees are from Dollar Tree as well. And then also the words Believe and Joy, they're from Dollar Tree. I have just had such a great time putting all of this together. And I'm so excited. And here's how it looks. This is a little bit darker in my front room. And there's just different levels of color here. And as it gets dark in the front room, this is how everything lights up. Just absolutely amazing. And then this tree being different colors, you get a different hue all the time and a different background. Just absolutely lovely. I just can't say enough about it. I'm so happy with the way that this village has come together. I've pictured it in my mind so many times, and this is it. It's thrilled. I'm just thrilled. And also I can add, as time goes by, I can add more. I can add presents underneath that little tree, and every year I can add to it. And I'm going to have this for a long time. It's certainly going to be a keepsake. And also keep in mind, especially through the holidays, if you're feeling a little down or overwhelmed, do some crafting and DIYing. It could really help you to reduce some anxiety and give you an outlet. Make something great, something that you'll keep from years to come. Also, we have some journals linked below that can help keep you on track with your behavioral health and well-being. If you make some fake faux gumdrops, share the inspiration and tag us on Instagram at Tranquil_mentor, or visit us on Facebook at Tranquil Mentor. If you're already one of our subscribers, welcome back and thanks for watching our video today. And if you're not a subscriber, welcome to our channel. And if you would be so kind to subscribe and like our video, it helps YouTube notice us a little more and supports our channel and helps us to grow. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.